Are we living in a matrix? I mean, are we mere characters in a game simulated by some higher super intelligent civilization? People like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Elon Musk think so. But then there are many others like Michio Kaku who think this simulation hypothesis is all BS. So Nick Bostrom, a professor at University of Oxford, thinks that this is a possibility and he came up with three propositions back in 2003, which are still to be refuted by the way. And this he calls simulation argument. He doesn't say for certain whether we are in a simulation, but his argument covers all the possibilities to understand if we are in one or not. The first proposition in his argument states that all humanity will go extinct before they reach the technological advancement to even simulate a conscious being, due to some natural disaster or highly likely a man-made one. So let's say this proposition is not obtained. Basically, the civilization does not go extinct and also reaches the technological advancement to simulate humans. Then, what can be the other possibility for us not being in a simulation? This brings us to his second proposition, which states that this super intelligent civilization gets disinterested and considers us so boring that they don't think it's worth their efforts to simulate humans, even with the technology available at their disposal. Now, the third and final proposition in his entire argument is that if the first two possibilities do not hold, then we are almost certainly living in a simulation. Because if the first two propositions fail, then it means that the civilization does not go extinct and gets the technical know-how to simulate humans, and neither is disinterested, so then we are almost certainly being simulated. And if we are simulated, then not just one, rather many different groups in that advanced higher civilization might want to simulate their own versions of us, leading to the idea of multiverses, of which we are one among the many parallel universes, and this episode of me talking about the presence of multiverses is just one of the many different ways I can talk about the episode within the episode. Oh wow, now I am getting too meta here.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together.
Alright, Morty, just chill. Right now, if you look, our games resemble our society and human behavior to a great extent. So let's say we or our descendants simulate a conscious human, then the first two propositions automatically fail, as there is a civilization, which is ours, that did not go extinct before getting to the technological advancement to simulate humans and isn't bored to simulate humans either. So then from the simulation argument, it means that we are almost certainly in a simulation. Some arguing against the simulation hypothesis say that if we are in a simulation, we should see some anomaly, we should see some incoherency in the physical world which is ruled by the definite laws of physics, because no developer can build a game without glitches, right? But then, if we assume that we are in a simulation, then our developer can always restart or rewind the simulation as glitches come up to make it look perfect. Something similar to what Michael, the architect, does in the Netflix popular show The Good Place. Before I go on another trail of thought about afterlife, let's end this episode on the very fact that even with the Nick Bostrom's simulation argument, there is still less than 50% probability that we are in a simulation. Today I just wanted to think out loud on the possibility of us being in a simulation. Not to get pessimistic or nihilistic about it, but rather invoke curiosity and get the rational optimist in us to enjoy life like we enjoyed playing and winning in video games. And anyway, being pessimistic doesn't help in a game nor in real life, which might very well be a game, right? Until next episode, be curious, stay tuned.